What's up, everyone? My name is Taylor Gray. The Oscars were last night, or the night before last night, or a year ago, depending on when you're watching this. It doesn't matter. The Oscars were last night, so I'm here to talk about the ups and downs of that certain award ceremony. Because believe me, there were a lot of ups and a few downs, more ups than downs. Ever since I was in 3rd grade, I've watched the Oscars. Before 3rd grade, Oscar to me meant the character on Sesame Street. I've grown a tad. But every year since then, I've gotten more and more invested in the movies nominated and just the awards in general. You might be asking yourself, like, Taylor, if you're so involved in this stuff, why don't you just talk to some people who are as involved with it as you are? And to that I say, thanks, guy with weird voices and motions. Because as a matter of fact, I don't have a lot of people to talk about this kind of stuff with. The amount of people invested in the Oscars my age, well, we're losing a lot of them. We've become an endangered species, pretty much. I'm gonna make a video about the Oscars just to get this stuff off my chest. This year, my family made dinner, we had desserts, we made a Cumberbatch of brownies. Oh yes, I did. Now, I had seen 7 of the 8 movies up for Best Picture this year. Let me get my little ballot sheet. All the nominees listed right here. The nominees for Best Picture were American Sniper, Birdman, Boyhood, The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Imitation Game, Selma, The Theory of Everything, and Whiplash. It's amazing I haven't gotten an Oscar yet. And the only one I didn't see was The Grand Budapest Hotel. I want to kind of end this video positively, so let's start with some bad stuff that happened. One little thing, I wanted a short film called The Bigger Picture to win, and it went to the Disney animated short about a dog who eats food. If you guys want to see that, just get a dog. I said the foreign language film should go to a movie called Tangerines. I had looked it up the day of the Oscars. I wanted animated feature to go to How to Train Your Dragon 2. It went to Big Hero 6 instead. I've not seen Big Hero 6, but since I'm a huge fan of How to Train Your Dragon 2, I just put that because I didn't think anything could compete. Apparently something could, and it's the Michelin Man in a robot suit. I also wanted the award for music in a movie to go to The Theory of Everything, but it went to The Grand Budapest Hotel. I guess I can't really judge since I haven't seen the movie, but I listen to The Theory of Everything music much more than I should. But I went to the other movie, and now I guess I have to see The Grand Budapest Hotel for that. Okay, now notice the check marks on these are movies that I thought were going to win. And then the circles are movies that actually won. So I got them pretty good. Like, not the best, but, you know, I'll accept it. Just like how Eddie Redmayne accepted his award for Best Actor. It's a nice transition. For those of you who don't know, Eddie Redmayne played Stephen Hawking in The Theory of Everything. He played Stephen Hawking being the genius that he is, struggling with his disease, and you just kind of see him over this long period of time deteriorating and being less capable of moving his body. And it's a sad / uplifting movie, and it's really all thanks to his performance. Also, I said cinematography would go to Birdman. Birdman is a movie about a man who was once a superhero called Birdman, and now he's directing and starring in a play. A bunch of critics kind of criticizing him for that. Critics criticizing, you know, what their job is, and he doesn't take it very well. But he's just got to do what he wants and kind of persevere and go for it. This movie was really interesting because they have a lot of shots where the camera is following the actor around and around and around and around. You get it already! It's in multiple shots, but the way they edit it down, it looks like it's just one long continuous shot over the course of, I don't know how many days. Best Actor in a Supporting Role went to J.K. Simmons for Whiplash. So Whiplash is about this kid that's a drummer, and he wants to be the very best in the world. He has this teacher who's a real prick, played by J.K. Simmons, who won. Just the meanest, baddest guy you can think of, and it pays off. Some people were like, well, I don't want to see that boy get hurt, and that's fine. I'm not saying that I do. Oh my god, that sounds terrible. I was really happy that I got that award because it was really good. Now, the award for Best Picture. The big award of the night. Can I get a drum roll, please? No? Too bad. And the award went to Birdman. The audience doesn't remember. Shut it! It is. Okay, now, this is where it gets complicated. Okay, so listen, hear me out. Everyone, including me, thought it was going to go to Boyhood. And I wanted it to go to either Whiplash or The Theory of Everything. But I went to Birdman. I thought it was going to go to Boyhood, and I wanted it to go to The Theory of Everything or Whiplash. Does that make sense? Good. I'm glad that it makes sense to you. I'm happy for them. I saw the movie. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was the best, but I don't think the Academy kind of has control over my opinions. It's taken me a little while to realize that. You too? Really? How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel, huh? Really? That's fascinating. Now let's get to other things besides what the awards happened. Let's get to the show itself. And the show was pretty cool too. As some of you probably know, Neil Patrick Harris hosted, who hosts everything, and he told some pretty funny jokes. One of the jokes was talking about how one of the presenters was so cute that you could eat her up with a spoon. Also, Lady Gaga performed, which when I heard she was performing, I was like, why is she even here? Get ready to change the channel. And then I saw her perform, and I was like,
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
okay, she's pretty good. It's a little refreshing not to see her perform with Tony Bennett. Your cheek thing needs to get a little farther apart. Also, John Travolta was there, and we all remember him from last year. He presented Idina Menzel as Adele Dazeem. You know, we all know that. He and Idina Menzel presented an award, and they actually made fun of the fact that he messed up her name last year. Neil Patrick Harris also showed up in his underwear at one point, showing all of us his Neil Package Harris. Emma Stone was there with her face. With her lovely, lovely face. And you guys have probably heard me talk enough about the Oscars for one video. But if you guys watch the Oscars and you have some moments that you loved, let me know in the comments. There's probably a lot that I forgot. I also want to give a quick shout out to my Greyhounds out there who always support me. If you want to subscribe to my channel or like this video, then please do. And this has been my video. If you like it, great. If you don't, great.